Okay, so this is a. Hang on, I have a cup of tea somewhere here. This is a thought experiment for, we'll say admirers of Jesus. I'm not going to use the term Christian because you don't have to be Christian to admire Jesus. But I want you to imagine that, Jesus walks up to you. And I don't know what you think Jesus would look like. Maybe he's going to look like Jonathan Rumi or something, okay? Maybe you're working as a cashier and you're just kind of tired and you don't really recognize who he is at first. And, you guys have a conversation at some point, you crack some jokes. Everything is relaxed and calm, and at some point he convinces you to maybe help him go to like a local homeless shelter and distribute food to some of the people there, okay? Or maybe you go to certain hospitals together and, you provide soothing words and counsel to people who are hurt and maybe facing their last days in their physical bodies. Or, maybe you go to certain youth mentorship contexts and you impart wise advice to the young, as well as some sobering caution instilling lessons that will prevent them from going astray in their life, so that they stay sober and mindful of goals and plans that pertain to what will keep them safe in the long run, safe and virtuous, okay? So, in this sort of consideration of Jesus, what he will not be doing is teaching you to focus on or obsess over reading Bible verses, or attending specific churches, or posting certain things on social media, or debating certain people, or telling certain people they'll go to hell, or, basically threatening certain people on certain grounds. So this sort of version of Jesus that we're imagining temporarily will be just walking with you to different places, and you will just be healing people from one place to the next. Okay, now this version of Jesus will not be regurgitating things that were said in the Bible. Instead, what he's going to be doing is just kindling and emanating love. Okay, a pure sort of selfless love. And I don't know, once you have a taste of this, you will understand that it's just far more valuable than anything money can buy. And, just, you see where I'm going with this? It's sort of like, there's a version of like respectable faith that involves like you read your Bible verses, you pray, you go to church, you abstain from certain sins and vices, you plan life in such a way that you don't succumb to various forms of debauchery, and so on and so forth. But that's like different than what I'm imagining. I'm imagining like Jesus is standing right next to you, and you're just walking from one place to the next, or perhaps you're riding in a vehicle or something, and you're just healing people. And you're not indulging in any sort of self-regard, any thought regarding what you want to think of yourself or feel about yourself or obtain at the expense of someone else. I don't know, I just woke up thinking about this, So it's just something that can tickle your brain for a little bit. It's not the product of really deep contemplation. But, I don't know. I do not call myself a Christian, but I sort of thrill and delight in the idea of periodically emulating Jesus in a way that is not broadcasted to the public. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Stay sharp and sober. And God bless you.